Tonight we're going to check out the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. This is when the two planets come right behind each other from our viewpoint. So Saturn actually is just passed behind Jupiter across the ecliptic plane. So we're going to get a little bit of a view of it. We didn't quite get it right when it was as close as they could have been, but this was a pretty decent view that we had tonight. So my family and I were going to go check it out tonight on my telescope. So we'll see you guys out there. This is my telescope here. I got it for about $25 or $30 or so from a guy in Connecticut. It's a Dobsonian. Bought it to help some scouts do some stuff, and then ended up being replaced as their scout leader before I was able to use it. So my family's getting a lot out of it. You see our little makeshift pointer here, but we're going to check this out. So you guys can see our telescope. We got it set up. We're going to aim it in just a minute. There's a lot of light pollution where we're at, but if you look real carefully, right out there, you can hear my kids coming out. You guys can see two dots there. It's a really bad video because I'm doing this on my cell phone, but hopefully we'll get a better shot with the telescope. Now a Dobsonian telescope inverts the image, so when the light comes in through the top of it here, it will follow down into the bottom, and there's a parabolic mirror at the bottom which reflects it back up to a secondary mirror that reflects it through the eyepiece of the telescope. As part of that, it'll end up reflecting through the focal point of the parabolic mirror and then hit your eyeball. And so the image will always be inverted in a Dobsonian telescope like this. So when you saw the Jupiter and Saturn in the order that they were in a second ago, in the image in my telescope, they'll actually flip places. So while Jupiter is the bright one, which was on the left in the original shot, it'll now be the one on the right in the telescope. This is the best image I could get out of the eyepiece of my telescope. It's not the crispest image, and you can definitely find better ones online, but it's neat to see what you can capture with just your cell phone and a small personal telescope. You can see Jupiter in the center there with 3 of its moons in a line. The 4th of Jupiter's largest moons was visible tonight, but I wasn't able to get it into the shot of my cell phone camera. In the upper left, you can see Saturn. In the telescope, you can typically see the rings, but again, my cell phone camera just couldn't resolve them the way my eyes can. They just come out as sort of a blurry oval. Nonetheless, still a fun shot of what this conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn looked like through my personal telescope. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give it a like. This channel is going to be home to a bunch of different content about mathematics and other cool science things. If you're interested in that kind of content, consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.